All right, simple divorce without children, without property, and when you don't know what the whereabouts of your spouse is. This is gonna be a little bit of a long video. I'm just letting you know because this is a multifaceted process. So I'm going to start first of all explaining when this is an appropriate divorce. This divorce is the last option. This is a divorce that you don't want to use just because you don't want to get a hold of the person. If you have a chance of getting a hold of the person, by all means, please do so, because we have to do a lot of documentation to prove that you don't know the whereabouts of this person. I will go into details of that. But it's extremely important that if you can get a hold of this person, you try to get a hold of this person. And this is what I would do. If you have a phone number or a way to contact or through an intermediary, maybe a family member, you want to let them know, hey, I found this lady that can help us get divorced without going to court. All you need to do is sign some documents in the mail and then send them back in the mail. Would you be okay with that? I'll pay for it, and offer to pay for it. Don't ask them for a dime. And then wait and see what they say. If they say, oh yeah, sure, perfect, then okay, tell me your address, and then we'll have an address, and then we'll be able to do a divorce in agreement, which only takes 30 days. It was gonna save you money. It's only $280, and you'll be done with it. Like, you won't have to prove that you don't know which that person is. If that person starts footing and doesn't want to give you an address and all that, at least you have the conversation on text. We can print it, attach it as proof that the person doesn't want to tell you where they live. And that will help, okay? So a divorce by publication is the last resort. This is why. We have to prove to the court that you don't know where the person is. It takes around 5 different pieces of documentation that we have to submit, along with a publication, a 30-day article that will run in a small little newspaper. And once that expires, then we submit the rest of the documents, and then the judge will sign the final judgment. But without us proving to the court that the person is not in jail, that the person is not in the military, that the person doesn't have a Florida voters registration, there's also just a general online database that will have to print the results, and also property appraiser database where you live. So we will have to submit all this proof to the court. If the person doesn't show up, no bingo, no problem. All we will need from you would be when you got married, where you got married, your name, address, your phone number, email, date of birth, and then from the missing person, the person's name, date of birth, last known address, even if it was living with you, the last date that you knew of that person living at that address, and if you are in contact or can get in contact with any family member or friend, mutual friend. And then you submit that to us. We'll let you know, we'll collect the payment. It will be $140 deposit with $30 to make the search. And then we will prepare the documents, send them to you either by mail or email. We always email them, but if you want the mail, we'll mail them to you the same day that you make the payment. And then you will sign them in front of a notary, send them back to us for processing, and we'll file it in court, send you the case number. As soon as we have the notice of action expiration date, which is around 30 days afterwards, we'll send that to you as well, the documentation showing when is going to expire. Once it expires, we submit the default paperwork and then send the final judgment to the judge for signing. These cases we file in Lee County because that's where we can do it without you ever having to step into the courthouse. And it takes the less time than any other courthouse at the moment. It takes around 90 days for this divorce to be finalized, and you'll get the paper in the mail straight from the court. If you need a certified copy because you need it for immigration purposes or to change your name, just give us a call and we'll be able to order it for you instantly. And the certified copy costs $8.28. Before we file the case, though, the final payment is due. So it's $140 to get started with the $30 of search fee, and then $140 once we file it in court, and we'll be with you until the end, and we never charge anything extra. If for whatever reason the person shows up and decides that she wants to sign and give us an address, by all means, we encourage that. And even though we might have started the process by publication, we'll definitely prepare the documents for the other party, send them to them, and if we get them, we file them, and then the divorce goes into a divorce in agreement, which will be faster. We don't have to wait for the publication to expires, so it would just be a lot faster. If that happens in that order, we don't charge extra for any of that. All right, so 90 days, it's $280 plus the $30 fee. There is a court filing fee waiver that we'll try to get you qualified for, so you don't have to pay for the court filing fee and the publication fee. If you do not qualify, then the court filing fee is $408 plus the publication fee, which is, I believe, around $150. Okay, and we will help you with the publication and all of that. We have a relationship with the newspaper, so they'll put it up and then contact you for the payment. All right, so that's it. Let us know if you have any questions. My phone number is 1-800-474-1970. And until the next time, bye.